Welcome back to some TalonMC Skyblock. Today, I'm gonna dabble in a little bit of every single skill and show you just what they have to offer. Let's get into it. First off, I should mention, I did go ahead and build a little bit of a potato farm here. I'm continuing with my plan. Essentially, the rest of this, I believe, maybe a little bit more of this might be potato, but essentially, the rest of this is gonna be beetroot when I get to skill level 100. After that, when I hit 150, I'm going to move on to carrots, and I'm going to build a fresh new farm for that. I've been sitting AFK for a little bit. I've got $5 billion. Now, before anything else, I do want to check my tool attachments and make sure that I'm not missing out on any vital attachments. It looks like for farming, I'm not really. Mining, I don't have any slots. Fishing, I don't have any slots. And I'm not really worried about grinding. That is the one skill I'm not really going to be touching today. I think last time I did max out every farming enchant I had unlocked, right? No, but I did max out coin greed, and I can max out key finder. I've got a good amount of money already, and I'm thinking I want to go ahead and spend it. Obviously, I could buy some spawners and make some more money, and I will do that down the line. I obviously did that last night and made it, well, a good amount of money from it. What I want to go ahead and do is go to /hex, and I actually want to go ahead and level this up as much as possible. And I should be able to, yet again, max it out. Now, I think it's going to be 3 billion. I'm going to hold off for now. That's a good amount of leveling up. That should help tremendously with my progress here. I know the economy changed a little bit this season. I'm not sure if it all is roughly the same or not, like, in terms of, I don't really know how to put it. Like, I'm sure prices changed a bit, but I think in terms of meta, farming is a very good, consistent money. You can see I made $1.5 million there. Obviously, it's going to be more and more as I increase in farms, increase in enchants, and so on and so forth. Fishing, however, last season was the absolute best money maker. Another $1.4 million made, which is very nice. I do think you could commit, for the most part, commit to just farming and make a decent amount of money. However, that being said, it is definitely good to dive into a little bit of every single skill. As you'll see with skill masteries, one combined prestige, you get all of these beautiful boosts and rewards. Up to a total of 24 prestiges across, how many skills is it? 4 skills? It is actually taking me a while to level up here. So I think I might need to lean into some fossils and see what I can do. And I think I want to start with epic fossils. Other than that, I can level up crop coins and XP, money and XP. Like, I mostly wanted the XP boost, which is a pretty good boost. I was around, I don't exactly know, but there was a 3 point something down there earlier. Now it's 4.56. Just 10 more levels till I hit 75. I might end up making that my goal, because to be honest, this is taking a bit. I also just made 2.6 million. Oh my god, that is very, very nice. Just 5 more beautiful levels, and then I hit 75. And like I said, I'm going to max out Vein Farmer. I'm going to farm for a bit. I'm going to see if the XP gain has changed at all in terms of just speed of levels. Obviously, the number down below won't really change much, but with Vein Farmer, I should get frequent procs of extra XP and other stuff, which will be very nice. Ooh, and I completed farming milestone number 3. That is super nice. That should give me an extra point to spend on island and then upgrades. I've got 4 total points. There's not really anything I need in particular, so I'm going to go ahead and save for now. I just made $5 million. That is insane. So there is a little bit of RNG kind of range to farming. Obviously, I've made about 1.4 million was my lowest, up to $5 million. But I will say, I feel like the range is less, it's less random for farming. Usually you get around the same amount of money for the most part. Whereas fishing, you can get anywhere from like a couple 100,000 to like 13 million. I'm gonna go ahead and get 1,000 levels into Vein Farmer. That is massive. At 100, I get Farming XP Finder, which will also be very nice. My question, yeah, I already have Vein Farmer on here, and it's the best version of it that I have. So looking down below, obviously I'm getting the 4.95, but I see a few other numbers. I think at one point I was getting like 49 popping up, and I do see that every now and then. But I see one that looks like it might be 100 something XP. It is very nice, but I'm honestly excited to get moving on to some more skills. So I think I'm going to go ahead and hit level 80, and then I'm going to move on to some fishing. I think fishing is still going to be the best for making money. And I made $3 million there from only about 4,000 items. That is pretty damn good. Farming level 80. Any second now. There it is. Beautiful. Next, I'm moving on to fishing, which is a very nice skill. I actually do need to get a pet trait on you. Skill XP 2 level 1 is actually pretty damn good. I kind of wish I could have gotten pet boost 1 because I'm realizing that does boost the amount of money gain I get from farming. I think it'll be fine. And let me double check and make sure I max out every single enchant I can, potentially. Turbo Fisher, yes! Now, you'll see right now, fishing's obviously really slow. Well, actually, still pretty fast. Faster than vanilla fishing, I do believe. The real fishing begins when turbo fishing procs. And there it is. You just sit here, you slam down on your right mouse button, and you get so many levels, so many fish. That was almost $1 million. I know that's not as crazy as farming yet, but we are still in the early stages of fishing. There are some enchants later on that do make it better, and that might be part of the balancing. I know one of the things that was said was a lot of the enchants were kind of carrying, so I think it was balanced so that later enchants shine a little bit more, and a lot of the enchants that were kind of carrying are nerfed a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, the big money's coming in now. I hit 15, and now I am just climbing in levels. Dude, I love the turbo fishing enchant. It is so freaking sick. 751,000. So, yeah, the range for fishing is drastically less, and I think it's because of the nerfs that they made to the different enchants. Oh my god, I just hit an auto sell and got a massive turbo fishing proc, like, right after. So this one should be a good one, for sure. 2.7 million. That still doesn't compare to farming at the moment, but that is very, very good. Now, that was very nice, but I think it is time for me to open some things. Salvage crate and 3 booster crates. Nothing good from that one. It is what it is. I'm getting a lot of tool perk points, which is nice, and a lot of... That was literally... all of that was like tool perk points and pet trade tickets, and then 1 thing of pet eggs. 2 more booster crates? Are we for real? Oh my god. I mean, how many booster crates am I gonna get? I don't actually even know necessarily what I want out of these. I do think that the tool perk points and the pet trade tickets are some of the best things I can get out of it. Obviously, 2 booster crates is nice, Start of the World crates nice, and credits are nice. Very, very low chance I get that. And for the tier 3 skill crate, 40 tool perk points, villager spawners, multiplier crate. That's the crate I wanted earlier. And my tier 4 skill crate, I got 80. Was that tool perk points? No, that was pet trade tickets, right? 6 legendary mining minions. Oh my god. And now for the 3 sovereign crates. Come on, big money, big money. Wow, that's a lot of money. Oh my god. And some witch spawners on top of that. Oh my god! This genuinely might be the luckiest I've been with crates in a long time. Oh my... Brother, let me tell you, if I pulled 4, or I guess that'd be 5,000 credits out of a singular crate, the chat would crucify me. God, I can't believe I was that close to greatness. Oh, I'm so sad. There is one thing I want to go ahead and do before I get to mining, and that is go to the credit shop. I do this every time I get above 2.5 thousand credits. I want to buy the V-Kit Spring. I'm trying to level it up even further. You can see currently, not here, if I go to V-Kits, it is level 2. I gotta get it to level 4, I believe, to start getting the beautiful weekly crates out of it. Come on, please, level up! Damn it! Whatever, it is time to mine. Let me warp to the mine. So far, we've determined that fishing is a little bit nerfed. It is still good for money, but not nearly as good as it used to be. Farming is still king, and it is just a lot easier to level up on, in my opinion. Now, the key to mining is essentially wait for Turbo Miner to proc, and then run around like a mad lad, just breaking everything. Oh my god, yeah, Turbo Miner is so good. It's so good, man. I don't think mining is going to be anywhere close to either skill in terms of money. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. I do know this for a fact. This skill definitely takes off once you get to 75. 75, getting ultra efficiency, it is a completely different grind after that. I made almost $100,000 from that auto sell, which is not too bad. So far, anywhere from, what was it, 65,000 to 100,000. Hey, level 50, and I unlock the gold mine, which means I'm going to be making even more money. 151,000 from that auto sell. So you can see that it is slowly but surely going up in the amount of money that I make as I get more and more enchants. And like I said, once I get to... never mind. Once I get to ultra efficiency at 75, this skill is completely different. Because I can essentially do this the entire time. In fact, actually more than that, I can actually fly around and do this the entire time, which makes it completely different. I think so far we determined that farming is still absolute king. I think fishing has the potential later on to be much better than farming. Mining, it is good. It's a very fun skill to grind. It's probably one of my favorites to grind, but I don't think it competes at the moment with any skill. That might change in the future, but right now it doesn't. But I think that this is where I'm going to go and call this video. Guys, if you enjoyed this one and you haven't yet, leave a like on it, subscribe to TalonMC video here on the channel, check out the server, all the information's down in the description below, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.